Hello everybody, it's been a while. It's just, I've been just tired of shit. Like, I think I've been sick too. One of those mysterious sicknesses where you just... you feel sick, but it's just some kind of weird malady that you can't quite put your finger on. Yeah. Let's see, what else? What's in the news? Nothing's really been going on. I've mostly been asleep. Tired and shit. Fishing is happening today. I might do something Tuesday. Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how I'm feeling, you know? But let's get to the fishing. The fishing's probably the most important part, right? That's what everybody is here for, the fishing. I guess, another main point is I have a new command, Help Friend. You can see it in the title, right where the title should be down here, or up there if you're using alternate player. It's for a fundraiser to help my friend get out of debt. She's been emotionally exploited and manipulated, and basically it got out of hand because of all of the manipulation and stuff. So if you know, you can help her by donating. It would be much appreciated. She is, seeking help through various, the groups, social services, but, until they can do their thing, until they can do their thing, and, sometimes it's like, they don't do, like, 100%, it's just it's to help. Anyway, okay. I made a new profile for various other, like, rotated NDS and stuff, so I'll make sure I'm on the right profile. Switch to 3DS.
3DS 主様。
Thank you. Rentype. Rentype has a new look now. Get back here, Rentype. Changed his hair a little bit. Changed him up a little bit. I managed to get like some other costume pieces to, build the right Rentype. So now he has like a butler outfit. Now he's a proper Robo Butler. And it's that time where everything's broken. Mostly the controls. Wait, the controls seem fine. Why are you not working? Oh, is it doing this again? For some reason, whenever I run something on my computer, the Bluetooth, like, gets real laggy. There we go. I have no idea what the heck we were doing, or if I had anything planned to do. Got a new challenge for you. It's time for you to land some lunkers. Why don't you try to catch 2 northern snakeheads bigger than, 1 foot 11 inches? We should give you quite a fight. My down button doesn't work anymore. See. Do you work? Doesn't. Everything's broken today. See, circle pads on the left, right? Wait, no, that's select. There we go. Always have backup controllers. Still haven't fixed that texture thing going on with the fish. I think it's like an AMD thing. Alright, well, no, that wouldn't have worked. I do sometimes miss fishing, but it's like having to get in front of the internet. My sound lag? Looks like my sound might be lagged too. There's like a new update to VC Face, which I haven't installed yet, because it's, you know, you turn it on and it's like, oh, there's an update, and you have to like, you have to do a bunch of stuff you didn't plan on doing, so yeah, I'm gonna install that after. Come on, fish. Hey, Bunzel, how's it going? I looked at some of the patch notes. It's got like, a support for like Obi cloth and another cloth. And I think it did fix some of the laggy bits. I thought I saw. If it was in the background, which that might be it, that might not be it. It'll get installed after the stream. Finally. I kind of really wish that it would just you open it up and it just would say like, do you wish to update? And you click the button, it downloads it, unpacks it, restarts, and then you're good to go. I like programs that do that. Landscape mode for most people, I think, will make the program a lot more efficient by rendering it sideways. I'll take a look at that, because, is that like... Well, I'm already in landscape view. Like, 16 by 9 is landscape. Do they mean portrait? Or do they mean like I'm rendered like sideways? You are not a snakehead, you are a catfish. It's actually portrait mode, but they call it landscape because they're silly. Oh, so they render it like cell phone mode, but then you rotate in OBS to kind of get like the tallness of it, like for like like for a full body thing, versus like me, which is like the talking head on the side. You are a catfish. You are not what I'm looking for. I've been looking to try and update this model here. Hey, Changeling! That'll be interesting. I'll poke around with it, like, after the stream. Definitely gonna, like... Can you please not miss the bait, Mr. Fish? Miss Fish? Mix Fish? Yeah, Twitch has been weird. There was that time where I couldn't stream at all because it was deciding that I was gonna get 0 up. I don't know if it was some program that I uninstalled that made it, like, not work or something else. Also doesn't help that I stream in 1080 and it's like it's either audio only or 1080. Like, I complained about this before. I really think non-affiliates should at least get like 480 or 360 as like an optional one. Like high res, crap res, or no res. And then like affiliates can go like the whole 360, 480, 720, 1080, 1440, 4K, whatever. Oh, you're welcome. Always happy to set up the vegetable empire. Come on. That's the one I want. Trying to fish and like hit buttons doesn't work too well. I gotta get back into Stellaris, see what the updates are. Oh, cool. She visiting you? Or is she fleeing Texas or the power grid? I saw a funny meme that was like, if you live in Texas, you better get vaccinated, or like Dallas, Texas, you better get vaccinated because you can't trust the power grid to keep your ventilator on. Which, it seems like, you know, with Delta going around, it doesn't matter if you have the vaccine, you can get reinfected. Finally gonna get your vaccine? They say they're opening up, like, third shots to, like, immunocompromised people. Maybe this time I can get, like, the G5 cellular service in my skull or whatever, or my arm or whatever they're supposed to be injecting with all of these vaccines. Super autism, GPS tracking device, G5, like, cellular service. What else? let's just say I haven't seen any of that. I got like the 2 Modernas and I haven't seen any of that. I kind of want my money back. Note, I didn't actually pay for it either. It was like the vaccines were free, so. That's cool. Well, they usually keep you for 20 minutes to see if you have an allergic reaction. After 20 minutes, you should be good for most of the day. It's only like at night into the next day when you start kind of feeling the effects. Come on, fish. Taking a while. What, that like the effects of the vaccine don't happen until like pretty much the next day? And that they should keep you there 15 to 20 minutes for see if you have allergies. This whole stream is going to be catching this one fish. There we go. Ah, a big fish. Oh, for the new people, I got, I'm doing a fundraiser for my friend who's unfortunately got into some debt. She was emotionally manipulated into debt, trying to help another friend out of debt. And, like, my friend was manipulated by, like, a total scumbag. So, if you want to help donate, help get her out of debt, that would be nice. Hey, Lexi. She's also a moderator here. When she's since she's over in Singapore. I'm probably doing a bad job selling it, but yeah. Bad friend from her childhood was like, help me out, and she helped him out, and he like was basically the one that was like, oh, if you don't help me out, you're selfish, or all that kind of thing, that kind of emotional manipulation, to where she just kept giving and giving until she was in trouble, and she didn't ask for any of our help until, like, it was pretty bad. Because, you know, like, society's always like, if you ask for help, you look weak. So, I have that going on. I'm probably gonna maybe do, like, a fundraiser marathon stream. If I can get untired. How was that? Those big northern snakeheads are strong, aren't they? Well, fishing is all about a good fight. There's no point if it's too easy. The only point is that fishing, like, feels the same in this game. Like you conquered the country lake. I'll take you to a new fishing location tomorrow. So, how you been, Lexi? And Changeling? I don't think I asked how you've been. Got some more stuff for the aquarium, got some more stuff. Yeah, I feel that. I don't need all that I could give. I don't need myself all I can give, but it's like every time I turn around, everybody needs money, so I just kind of feel, I don't want to say I feel bad, but it's like, so many people need money, and it's like, I just feel kind of, I don't know. I have a feeling... Oh, Snap's good. Snap's always good. There's been a rumor that there's supposed to be another stimulus check coming out, but I'll believe it when I see it. Decorate the tank a little bit. I should see if I can apply for SNAP. Although, at least in my state, they might require me to work, which is the sticking point of, like, just, it can't work anymore thanks to my getting my back screwed up at Amazon. Steal somebody else's mortgage. Be like, yeah, can I have your mortgage? Thanks. The next fishing location is the mountain lake. It's quite a lovely spot. Why don't you start off by catching 3 lake trout up there? I think you'll find that they put up a nice fight. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn how to use a spinner and spoonlers I gave you. Good luck. If you get a first mortgage, you can get a second mortgage. I don't know how any of that works. Oh look, the sound cut out again. There, I'll play some music I have on hand. Yeah, it's usually if you have kids, you can get assistance. If you have a house, you can get assistance. But, you know, have to have a house first, have to have kids first. I heard about like a second mortgage. It's like you sell your house, but you don't sell your house. Like somebody gives you money and you give them the house, and then you pay them back the money. I mean, it just sounds like a scam for banks just to take people's houses to me. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Well, let's see, how many stimulus checks has Biden had? One, I think? I mean, I kind of knew that getting Biden in wasn't it's like, it wouldn't really improve the situation, it just wouldn't make it worse. Or I should say, it would improve some areas, but it also would make it worse, but some areas still won't be better. Which is like, Yeah, but like, the 600 was already gone. I mean, the 1400 was already gone, too. See, where am I at? Alright, let's see here. Don't know why I'm playing F-Zero music while fishing, but hey, I guess. Fishing at the speed of cars. Fast cars. I remember I first heard this song when, playing DDR. So that's like, the only context I had for this was like, was playing it in DDR. It wasn't Beatmania, I'm trying to remember. So I played a lot of Beatmania when I was in college on the Game Boy version of it, like Game Boy Color, Game Boy version of it. So, and then I like tried out like the real version of it, like on the PlayStation, and it's like has so many more buttons. We needed 2K a month since March 2020. That would have made things bearable. Yep. Really what they could do is just take all the prices of things and just have take them and just make them half of what they are. Nobody's like pay or anything goes down. It's just like the price of bread, instead of like $1.50, it's like 75 cents. If it's $2 for something, now it's $1 for something. Because it's just kind of ridiculous, you know? Like, but we always have to think about companies' profit. Like, that's like, companies honestly really shouldn't be earning profit. Because, like, paying your workers, that's cost of doing business. That's not factored into profit. Cost of, like, machines and stuff, that's also not factored into profit. Like basically like all of that stuff that people are like, well, I need profit to like pay their workers. Like, no, that's not part of profit. That's part of the business. Like, workers are assets. Which, you know, it's when you get down to it, like a bit dehumanizing, but yeah, that's the way the company views people, is that they're assets, which is not part of the profit. And since the CEO already works for the company, the CEO gets already paid by the company. Profit is just extra stuff you can pay your workers. But I don't know how true it is, but I heard that, like, back in, like, 40s and 50s, the reason why the capitalists were so, taxed so much is that everyone feared that if capitalism got too out of control, people would turn to socialism and communism. And then by, like, Reagan's term, since, like, Russia was sort of out of the picture, people weren't so afraid of, like, communism that they just released the capitalists. Because, you know, hey look, communism's failed, no one's gonna turn to it. So what do you think of the mountain lake? It's pretty cold up there, but you don't notice the temperature when you got a big fish on your line, right? I like how all these real fishing games have some sort of gimmick. This one has, like, resting until tomorrow. What did the last one have? It had something. Alright, switch to technical difficulties. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see, the last one had a story. Switch to 3DS.
3DS 主様。
And then he cooked an omelet or something, and that was like the best thing he ever cooked. Well, now you got the hang of landing lake trout. How about taking on some brown trout next? They're just like the lake trout, but the brown. They're a fun fish to catch. I think 3 should be a good challenge. I still have to say, Road Trip Adventure had the best storyline so far. I'm still working on Road Trip Adventure. It's just very grindy. Here's some spinners and spoons, but you're going to be using, like, something completely different on, like, this fish. Yeah, you would think he could take his wife to the cabin. Be like, hey, honey, like, let's, like, you know, just enjoy the cabin life. You're a lake trout, I think. You're not brown at all. And then the music just cuts straight out. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's another 3DS emulator. I don't think there is, but I know the DS has 2 different emulators, and Switch has 2 different emulators. Even if he's fishing, even if he's still fishing on his own, he at least sees his wife. Yeah, at least, and tells his kid hi. Like, was he there when the kid was born? I forget if it said that or not. But I think he left her to, like, find himself, to have his midlife crisis or something. Like, go out and catch that albino arapaima, like, make him feel like a man or something? I don't know. And then indoctrinate his son into it? And his son then becomes a gamer and only plays fishing games. And the dad's like, "You want to go to the lake?" And the son's like, "Hell no! I ain't standing under the sun getting cancer. I'm gonna be playing them fishing games." I still need to see if I can emulate fighting fish, fish fighting. Crap! I like own the game and I can't remember the name of it. Fishing Fighters, I think it is. Fishing Fighters. Although I'm not certain I'm gonna like that game because you have to compete with people, like catching an amount of fish, and like the mechanics to catch the fish are, you know, like the computer can like just do it all day because it's a computer. But like the but like the let me see something. Alright. Nope. Like, my headset has two different outputs, and I was wondering if it broke the output to, like, one of them. And, like, it was going into the other output. Fish, what are you doing? Let's see if maybe I can find another 3DS emulator. Then see if I can transfer my saves over to it. Cause like Citra's got its problems. By the way, this is the Etrian Odyssey 1 soundtrack, or Seikaiju no Meikyu soundtrack. I do believe this is the arranged version, but there is a PC-88 version. It was like a 4 CD set? Or a 2 CD set? I have the CDs over in my stuff over there. I'll admit that one of the releases floating about on the internet is, like, one of my dumps. I dumped it and, like, shoved it online. And Etrian Odyssey 2 soundtrack and the drama CD. Which I think there was 2 or 3 drama CDs. But I was unable to get the second one. That was back when I was way into Etrian Odyssey. But then Atlus decided to, like, the ones that had the voices, they decided to dub them. And then I kind of didn't like Etrian Odyssey anymore. And then Sega bought Atlus, and then for Etrian Odyssey Nexus, they were like, yeah, no, we're not gonna dub it. Because Atlus was just arrogant shits. Like, Atlus USA is arrogant shits. They think their dub and their translation is so fucking perfect. And it's all garbage. Like, they changed all the names of the classes just because they thought theirs were cooler, which I really hate translators that do that. If you're going to translate something, translate it. Don't just be like, alright, I'm just gonna put whatever I want in here. Because that means you're not translating it. Which, there's a Genesis retranslation for Phantasy Star 4, and the translator that did it's one of those working designs fans, and so you have to, like, message the guy to get the one that actually has all of the proper names, because he thought that Rune was so much cooler than the original Japanese name that even in the as he calls it, the purest version, which is basically the properly translated version, that he didn't make the name right, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you fucking suck. It's like, you know, do it properly, release that version, and then make your own garbage version for all the people that like the garbage versions. Which, there's an audience for garbage versions out there, and I don't understand it. I guess it's just the American mindset that, like, everything can be translated in the English, and that, like the egotism of, oh, I can do a better job than the original people did. So where they, like, changed names and changed, like, what it says and stuff. Or add pop cultural references that are totally irrelevant by the time the game comes out. I really wish someone would retranslate Lunar 1 and Lunar 2 with the original Japanese voices. I'm not sure how hard subtitling would be, because I'm sure some of the cutscenes aren't actually full motion video, they're just moving sprites. Like with full motion video, you can like put the subtitles on the video and then just put the video back in there. But on like moving sprites, it's like you're gonna have to put the text up there, which might be doable. Nice work, that was some great fish. Looks like you're ready to aim for some bigger fish tomorrow. Switch to technical difficulties.
大変ですよ、主様。
Switch to 3DS.
3DS 主様。
Let's see, let me guess. Catch some trout that are bigger. Good morning, did you rest? Yep, there we go. Catch the same thing you did, but bigger. And we're gonna keep doing this for like 1, 2, 3, 6 more things? Alright, real fishing for the 3DS. Not that impressed. I was hoping there'd be some kind of story to this, and there's really not, except like there's this guy, he gives you missions. Like, Road Trip Adventure had a story, Master's Challenge had a story. Oh, did it have a story? This, it doesn't really have much of a story. Like, why are we fishing? Who are we? Are we us? If we are, then, like, are we trying to be the best that ever was and this guy's trying to teach us or something? Where's the plot twist? Road Trip Adventure's plot twist was, hey, that guy from the shop, he was a ghost. In Master's Challenge, the plot twist was Silent Hill Lake with albino Arapaima. We're not catching fish, they're water-type Pokemon. You know, that would probably be a decent Pokemon game. Pokemon fishing. I mean, considering in the main Pokemon games that there will be a time where you fish up Pokemon, you just expand that. And then you have like your Pokemon aquariums. That you get to decorate. Something froze. Wonder if it's me running out of space for my recording. I used to know what the sound of whatever that was used to be, but I don't anymore. It's a specific type of bird. Let's see, what else? What else do I want to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. I could rant about Otome games. And how Axis Games is terrible. About how, like, Bustafellows was released and, like, scalpers instantly bought up all the pre-orders and now are, like, have them up for, like, $20 more than what the pre-orders were. And P-Cube isn't doing a damn thing about it, which, like, you know, makes me lose absolute faith in P-Cube. Then again, most Otome games released by companies are just a cash grab. So once they basically poop it onto the market, they forget about it and move on. And it's an unfortunate thing, know that, like, the Otome game fans will just dump money on it, whether it's good or not. Which I honestly wish people would be have more discretion with them, instead of like, yeah, okay, in the beginning, maybe just buy them up just to, like, establish, like, yeah, there's a demand for it, but now that they've been established, it's time to be like, you know, we're not gonna be treated like garbage anymore, so maybe you could put a little more effort. But yeah, yeah, it was pissed me off, because, like, I was gonna buy the game, and because, you know, I found some money, and then the game's not available, and if I want to buy it, I'm gonna have to go through scalpers, and it's like, nope! You just lost a sale! But the thing with pre-orders is usually that they're kind of already printed. It's mostly to see how much they're gonna have to ship to the store. Then again, I don't know how pre-orders work. Usually pre-orders are the I want to be guaranteed a copy, and sometimes that doesn't even work. They actually do sell out of pre-orders. Then again, I don't really like the concept of pre-orders, but that's like another thing. There are Jewish people in Mexico. And there's I know there's Jewish people in Argentina. Definitely Argentina. I mean, when you think of Mexico, you mostly think of, devout Catholics or whatever, but, no, there's Jewish people down in Mexico, and everywhere the rest of the world. Neither of you are the fish I need. I know I haven't been catching the right size fish. Come on, fish. Be the right size, because I haven't been catching the right size fish. Unless I need a lure that's like all the stars. What, because it's like vegetables? Well, the kosher means that it's been blessed by a rabbi. Or at least, so I'm told that, like, the rabbi came in and blessed the whatever food. I know for halal, specifically for, like, meat and stuff, the animal has to be killed in a certain way. Which, I think the way they kill the animal is, like, far more humane than the way we kill the animal. So I think the way you kill animals in the halal fashion is, like, quick and painless. And the way we kill animals is the, we tried, is it dead yet? Like, I've seen the video of, like, how chickens are killed. It's not pretty. I think that's all stars. Like, I really wish that we killed our animals in a way better way. Like, I wish our whole meat industry was way better. Yeah, I do kind of like... I really don't like it when they put gluten-free on products that are just naturally gluten-free. But they have to because, like... Because the people buying gluten-free products that need labels on things that don't have gluten in them to begin with are, like, the type of people that probably don't even know what a gluten even is. They just feel like, oh, gluten-free, glutens must be something bad for me that, like, I don't know, give me cancer or something. Because usually if you have, like, the celiac disease, you'll know what has gluten in it, what doesn't have gluten in it. Which I really hate the, like, hipsters that are like, I don't eat gluten because gluten's bad for me. I don't know why it's bad for me, but it must be bad for me if the food's gluten-free. I'm gonna go over here and eat my apricot kernels. Like, I hate the way, like, it makes being gluten-free a trend. Which, when trends go away, then the gluten-free foods go away. Which, then the people that need the gluten-free foods can't find the foods anymore because, like, Hipster McGee moved on to the next trend, whatever that is. Also, don't eat apricot kernels. Absolutely do not eat apricot kernels. They have cyanide in them. Also, I think my leap motion died. You hear me, kids at home? Don't eat apricot kernels. They got cyanide in them. So if someone's like, if you eat these apricot kernels, they'll, like, clean your system out. Well, I mean, they will clean your system out, but you'll also be dead. Which then you won't have to worry about any of your system. You won't have to worry about cancer, you won't have to worry about breathing, blood clots, brain damage, aneurysm, stroke, heart attack. You won't have to worry about any of that. And they call them apricot kernels instead of apricot pits, which I do believe apricots are related to peaches. And you call the seed a pit for whatever reason. Because we have to have different names for things. You're the wrong fish. Oh well. Like, off the top of my head, I don't know any uses for cyanide. Other than poison. But then again, probably what you'd be using cyanide for is, like, something that I wouldn't really be into. Also, I hate all them vaccine people that got the mercury vaccines taken away. Because the mercury vaccines were the ones that were, like, the tried and true that would last forever. Instead, we have these egg vaccines that are, like... that they aren't as, like, they don't last as long and they're not as effective. That sounds like it might pollute the environment. But, you know... like, the people that got the mercury vaccines got them taken away because, oh my god, it's got mercury in it! And it's like, it has a mercury compound in it. Which, like, your table salt is, sodium, which I do believe, is explosive with water, and chlorine, which is good for cleaning pools, and cleaning everything, and good for, you know, if you drink it, you're gonna die. You put those two together, and you get a sodium chlorine compound, which is delicious with food. You stick the mercury with some other something or other, you get effective vaccines. Although, don't get that methyl mercury inside you. I hear that shit's pretty bad. One mercury atom on like a huge hydrocarbon. Yeah, which would be a, mercury however, I only got a C in chemistry, just enough to pass. I forget how they do the whole, like, oxide, oxite, oxate, all that stuff. Like, the amount, like, if you got a fish that you bought in the store and ate it, it would be far, like, 100 times, 1,000 times more mercury that was in these vaccines. The Marisol is the official name. But everybody saw mercury and they're like, nope, can't be having that in our vaccines. Let's make our vaccines even more inefficient. Which honestly, anyone that's saying anything about vaccines should just be like, no one should just listen to him. Although I will say, I do think that the COVID vaccines probably could have used a little bit more field testing, but I guess we didn't have a choice. But, like, it doesn't matter anyways, because now we fucked up trying to contain COVID so badly that now we have a mutation. Where the vaccines aren't effective anyways. So it's like, yeah, what was the point of all that? Now I have to go get revaccinated for the new strain. Sure do love me having some needles stabbed in my arm. Which, I really can't say that since I did get allergy shots, and that's getting needles stabbed in your arms every week. Until it was like every 2 weeks. Or was it like every other, like, twice a week until it was like once a week, and then it was like once every other week, and then it was once a month, and then now I'm off the shots. But I was taking allergy shots for a while there, which, depending on who you had, depends on if it hurts or not. If they get the right area on, like, the part of your arm, you don't feel it at all. If they get the wrong part of your arm, oh boy, does it hurt pretty for a while. Which I suppose getting those shots, I learned, like, what parts of my arms I want to be stabbed in. Like, stab over in that area, I won't feel it as bad. Yeah, just have someone there with you. I did mine solo, though. Although most of mine was like, alright, what's your name? What's your date of birth? Is this your first shot or your second shot? And then they like stab you in the arm, and then they're like, alright, wait 15-20 minutes. And then you're free to go. But then again, I'm used to having allergy shots, so it's like, it's basically allergy shots are like, you go in, you sit in the chair, is this your vial? Yup, alright, stab you in the arm. You want any, like, itchy cream? Nope, alright, 20 minutes. And I just sat there and read a book. And when my 20 minutes are up, they come out and be like, everything okay? I'm like, yup, alright, good to go, and then I left. Which I kind of miss my reading time, because I got some, like, quality, like, quiet reading time. Sitting over there, or at least 20 minutes of it. I might, just to get my car out and running, just go over to the library and just sit and read for a bit. Am I catching the wrong thing? Lake trout. I am catching the wrong thing. I've been sitting here for how long catching the wrong thing? I thought our last mission was to catch, like... I thought our last mission was to catch lake trout over, a foot and then some. Get our Center for Disease Control spinner out there, or the fly spin, whatever the hell it is out there. I'd say, like, the worst thing about, like, getting the shot is that then you're into, like, I don't know if you're going to a doctor's office or a drugstore, but if you're going to a drugstore, you have, like, 15 minutes to wander around the store looking at, like, stuff to buy. Especially, like, the candy section. And you're like, you know, I'm kind of hungry. And then you buy a bunch of candy, and you're like, well, I didn't really want to buy a bunch of candy, but here it is. Although, for some reason, the local CVS doesn't have, like, these fruit sours that I really like. I don't know if they're, like, go by another name in, like some other drugstore, but they're, like fruit sours on, like, on CVS brand. If I could, like, buy a huge tub of them, I would. Alright, then you're not gonna have the pleasure of perusing the candy aisle. Or the chip aisle, or the drink aisle. Which I found out, like, those energy drinks, like Monster and all that, you're supposed to be 18 to drink them. Of course, it's not, like, enforced, like, legally, but they, like, yeah, you should be 18 to drink this, because, you know, if you're a kid that drinks this and dies, we're not going to be held liable. I don't know if we have any of those over here. Hey, Meryl! How long did it take you to notice? Kinda catching me at, like, the tail end of the stream, though. That's cool. You know, put me on in the background. You did put me on in the background, didn't you? Sprout looms in the background. Excellent, I won't have to send my enforcers over. Let's see, which one is it? Yeah, I won't have to send my enforcers over. Honestly, that face is, like, pretty terrifying. Really? Really, game? Did I only need one? Ah, very nice. Well done. I can see in your eyes that you're ready to take on an even tougher challenge tomorrow. Alright, let me guess. Brown trout over a certain size. Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Are you getting used to fishing in the mountain lake? Yup, and catch brown trout over 2 feet 3 inches. Okay, now it's the brown trouts. I'd be pickier with my bait, but right now I'm just so salty and tilted about, like, not paying attention to what fish I was supposed to catch. Although no, Meryl, I probably wouldn't send my agents to your true doorstep if you weren't listening to me. I realize that people, like, have their own lives to do with what they want to do. And that Lydia might be streaming. Although I doubt Lydia's streaming at 6 a.m. Or 3 a.m. Well, she's streamed at 3 a.m., hasn't she? I know she's streamed at, like, weird times before. Come on, get in my, cooler. Get out of that lake and into my cooler. Get out of that lake and into my cooler. I like how they call it a live well, but it's just a cooler. It's just a cooler with water in it. And if you have the one that has, like, the little cup holders in the top where you put your beer. And the music officially died again. I still don't know what's causing it. I still don't know how to fix it, if it's fixable. But I'm gonna see if there's, like, another 3DS emulator out there that emulates pretty good. If not, it might just be, like, just this whole game might just be cursed. And I'll just, like, every time I want to stream, I'm just gonna have to find background music to, like, a playlist. Which I'll see if I can, I don't know, find something with a relaxing soundtrack. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna find the soundtrack to this so I can play the music that's supposed to play when I'm messing with the fish. But, like, I hate that the music's gone because, you know, like, I can't, like, it has nice aquarium music. And I like to, like, play the aquarium music for everybody. But then, like, the sound dies. And I don't think there's a way to just turn off the music and like the... I think it's like either all sound or no sound. Come on, fish. It seems like the way they increase the challenge is just increase the length of time it takes to reel the fish in. Which, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a challenge to me to, like, to fight this fish. Like, in Road Trip Adventure, I actually felt like there was some challenge there sometimes. But, like, Master's Challenge, there really wasn't that big of a challenge there, and now this is just... You press the max reel button until it goes to the top, and then you wait until, like, the tension goes down before you press it again. So you don't break your line. And eventually, you'll get the fish. At least in Master's Challenge, there was like, you could press arrow buttons or something that did something. Like, I can press left and right and it says it increases the tension gauge, but I don't know what that actually does because it doesn't look like I'm reeling the fish in any faster. There we go. I think after this mission, I'm gonna call it a stream. Cause like the sound's dying, or the sound has died. It's almost been about the time that I usually, call it a stream. Ah. I didn't want you, but I guess that's what I deserve. Am I supposed to keep just the tension gauge all the way up? Is that how I get the fish faster? Like, in Master's Challenge, it depended on your rod, depending on how fast you got the fish. And then I just bought the Poseidon rod, and it was like, yup, fish, 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 fish. Like, I see the fish coming towards me, but it's like I don't have any general idea of where it is. I have to admit the fishing tour game has like the fish like they fight a lot. They fight a lot more and it's more of a challenge. Here I'm just basically pressing a button at a certain time. Like press button, deposit fish. Or dispense fish. Yay, fish! I should have had my coffee drink here so I could stay up. See, I knew you weren't the right size. Should have my coffee drink here to keep me awake. But then I'll like be really awake and I won't be able to sleep. But I'm starting to like just experiment with coffee. Like coffee, milk, sugar, chocolate syrup. That kind of thing. See if I can't make something that tastes interesting. I might even experiment with like some vanilla extract, or the imitation vanilla extract. See if I can't get like a vanilla tasting something or other. Or just make a coffee float. You black coffee. See, I don't drink coffee. I'm just experimenting with coffee just so if I'm asked what kind of coffee I want, I can pick like a coffee that is like the least coffee. Like, I only drink coffee for the caffeine because I'm out of soda. But I usually drink tea. But tea doesn't nearly have as much caffeine as coffee does. Let me pop off the screen there. Drink my drink and pop back on the screen. I am catching brown trout, am I not? Yes. I need 1. I have 0. I swear there's like one fish that meets the requirements in this lake, and you just have to like find it. Also, I don't know how fly fishing works, so I don't know why you have to move the rod back and forth for a while. You are not what I want. Go away. Go away. Go away. Ah, no. Mostly what I'm drinking now is water with like flavor enhancers. Because I can't stand drinking plain water, and I was feeling really dehydrated when I started. Flavored water is basically everything. Basically! But this is like a base of water, and then I add some flavor. But like, I think, like, with like soda, it's like mostly balanced between the caramel coloring and the sugar and the water. Actually, I wonder if they have soda flavored, like, water enhancer. Probably. I wonder if you took like carbonated seltzer water or carbonated water, added flavor enhancers, what would that taste like? Or sparkling water, as I'd call it. I don't know. There's a difference between seltzer water, soda water, sparkling water, and like a few other waters out there. I don't know the difference either. Like, what is LaCroix called? That's sparkling water? Besides also being a villain in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. You can join him. But why would you? He's a blood-sucking capitalist, literally. French business twinks. Is he French, though? He doesn't sound French. Like, maybe he's like, oh, I am Le French, but it's like, you know, he's French-Canadian. Or, yeah, because also you're a Ventrue. Is it Ventrue? Pretty sure it's Ventrue. Ventrue the blood-sucking capitalist, right? That doesn't mean he's lying to me. He's a blood-sucking capitalist. That's what blood-sucking capitalists do. They lie to you. Isn't there another one that begins with V? Toreador, Malkavian, Tremere, Gangrel. I think that's the main set. Am I missing one? And then Ventrue, of course. And then you get the extended universe of Tzimisce, La Sombra, oh yeah, then there's Sabbat. Which are the four independents? Are Gangrel considered independent? So usually the anarchists. Giovanni, Ravnost, Assamite, and followers of Set. That's right, they were Count Camarilla. I played some Vampire the Masquerade. I should know this. Banu Hakim. Yeah, I heard they got rid of, like, the... Was it the... Or was it the La Sombra, too? Or they were the ones that were based on the Romani. They got rid of those. Like, instead of trying not to be, like, racist assholes, they're like, we're just gonna, like, kill them off completely, which, like, makes it even worse. La Sombra, what, are they the South American ones? I'm trying to remember all of these, because it's like... We have, like, all of these Camarilla, which are, like, the Western/European ones, and then we have all of the ones based on races. All I know is that the ones that are based on races, like the Spanish ones and the Romani ones, they're like super racist. How can you be racist against Italians? They're white. Well, I mean, incest, necromancy, mafia, it works. Like, you know, your whole clan is just based on mafia, you keep it all in the family. Oh crap, what was the... Was it the Kui Jin? That was like the Asian one? Yeah, 3 out of 4 are ethnic stereotypes, and the last one is like just an Italian stereotype. A racist species. Try to remember what you said about them. Like they aren't really vampires or something? Or that it covers like both China and Japan and Korea, and then it's like, yeah, you can't really do that. Oh yeah, that's right. They're not even considered, like, I guess, true vampires? But, like, where's your Chinese mafia vampires? Where's your Yakuza vampires? I'm sure Korea has, like, some kind of mafia. See, Ghost People falls under Wraith, doesn't it? That's like a whole other, like, set of rule books. Also, I'm not certain it would be Jin in that case. It probably would be Bito. This better be like the 2-foot fish. I'm sitting here like fighting this damn thing. It's like the original creators just sat down and like they really didn't give thought to their vampires. But usually when you're talking about like ghosts and stuff, like Mare Bito, Koi Bito, where Jin's kind of like a like Uchujin space person, Chikujin earthling, Rujin dragon person. I don't know. My Japanese is messed up. It's like usually when you're talking about like supernatural things, they're like no longer people. Like Bakemono is like ghost thing. Okay, I guess that makes logical sense. Keeping this damn fish. Spent like an hour and a half, not really, fishing this thing up. Onibito. A friend of mine just told me about a school of jack mackerel at the Rocky Coast. Guess where we're going next? You should head over there tomorrow and try and catch a few. Yay. Rocks and water weed for the freshwater tank. And now I'm an expert fisherman. Just decorate my tank here. But anyway, equation just doesn't make sense as a name. Yeah. How big are these? Big. It's like, J.K. Rowling and her, naming of the Asian school as Magic Place, but it's not, like, the correct way of saying Magic Place. Like, it's not, like, Maho Gakuen, which I think would be Magic School, it's, like, something completely different. Ghost Home. Geist people. Geister. Get something like tokusatsu sounding there. Although I'm pretty sure Geister has been an enemy in some kind of, like, some shonen show, I'm pretty sure. There's the fish that took an eternity to catch. My smallmouth bass. Lake trout. And my snakehead. My cute little snakefish. And then the sweet fish, which just exists here in the aquarium. The universe constant is that foreign languages sound cooler. Unless it's Chinese. A lot of Chinese syllables don't sound cool in English. Well, there's that pun, right? With the shrimp, with the shrimp blindness. Black porgy, Japanese sea bass, which looks nothing like a bass. Red sea bream, which looks tasty. I only have 3 fish in here? Damn. Or, what's that poem that someone showed me? Shia Shia? That it's just she, like, over and over again, but you, like, have, like, the different inflections, and it's like... What is it, a priest that was looking for 10 lions, and so there's some rocks or something? And he was gonna, like, eat the lions? Yes, that one. You're king in Chinese, you're a Wang. Your surname is East, you're a Dong. If you're a Dragon King, are you a Long Wang or a Wang Long? If you're an Eastern Dragon, are you a Dong Long or a Long Dong? A Long Wang, okay. Dong Long Wang, which would be an Eastern Dragon King. Switch to powering down.
Powering down
There we
主様
go. And of course, all of this sounds funny in English because all of that are different kinds of words to say dick. There we go. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining me. Once again, want to plug doing this crowdfunding for Meryl. Help her get out of debt. If you know anybody that's got, if you have money and want to help donate, that would be great. If you have anybody that you can spread the word. If you have anybody that's like, I got money burning a hole in my pocket, that's, you know, looking for places to donate, that would be helpful. Shout out to Bunzel. I should say, I'm not really good at, like, plugging things, because I'm not a really good salesperson. I'm like, this person needs help, you should help them, because it is a good thing to do. But, like, don't put yourself into debt to do it, because that would be bad. Shout out to Bunzel, who sometimes does fishing on Wednesdays. Shout out to Changeling, who does chainmail. Sent me a nice little Christmas ornament. Shout out to Lexi, who's currently going through Skyward Sword. There's like the links in the chats. And when this video goes up on the YouTubes, I'll put like a link to the thing with the stuff. But, like, these are some cool peeps over here. Let's see. Don't see anybody really playing anything. I got Comfy Bacillus playing Axiom Verge 2, and I don't really want to send everyone off into Spoilerville. So I think I'll just call it a video here, and once again, thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks anybody watching the VODs, anyone on the YouTubes watching it, all the lurkers. Really appreciate all of you. And take care and keep safe.